What's up guys, my name is Dean, aka the Blue Crusader, and welcome back to the channel. H1Z1 aka Z1 Battle Royale has seen huge popularity in the past and has had its ups and downs, but one thing that's always been consistent is the collection of skins within the game. People love skins in H1Z1, but some are just that little more valuable than others. Some skins are unobtainable and untradeable and are used to just show off, while some have such high value that players are willing to pay hundreds or thousands for them. In this video I'll be talking about the top 10 rarest and most expensive skins in Z1 Battle Royale PC. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 10. Showdown Season 3 AR-15. The latest of the Showdown rewards, the Showdown Season 3 AR-15 is the reward for the Showdown Season 3 tournament. The Season 3 Showdown was going to be another of the routine tournaments with the top 75 players off the leaderboard qualifying for it and competing. However, it was never hosted due to the layoffs at the Nanji Z1 Battle Royale developer team when funding was cut for the game. Unfortunately, because of this, the tournament didn't happen, but the skins such as this one was rewarded to the top 10 players in each region on the leaderboard. It's valued at around $225 right now, and it's a pretty nice black and green shaded AR-15 skin with an animated graphic that makes it more valuable. This is quite a nice skin, but not many people actually own it. A lot of the players which obtained it have already sold it, and I've only seen this skin actually be used in around 2 normal public games. Most of the players who actually have this skin are usually playing scrims or tournament games in private matches. Number 9. Krampus's holiday hats. I'm not 100% sure or certain on how this skin was obtained, but I know for sure it was obtained by some form of a crate drop. Which crate it was in, I'm not entirely sure. Basically, the Krampus's holiday hat was a crate drop item in game of legendary quality and rarity, which is perhaps reason for its current value being as high as it is. Right now it's valued at around $230 on the Steam market, and it's a really nice black winter hat. Number 8. Jinx T-Shirt. For those that purchased the limited edition t-shirts from the video game merchandise store Jinx, this shirt was given as a digital in-game item reward. Owners of the t-shirts received a code for redeeming an in-game t-shirt called the Jinx t-shirt, which has a skull with glasses on it. My personal opinion is that the shirt doesn't look particularly amazing. It's a pretty flat grey looking dull skin, but its value mainly comes from its rarity and probably the lower amount of people which actually purchased these t-shirts during the promotion period. I'm sure this was a one-time only sale or a limited rarity or quantity that they were selling, which is why the item in game has a high value. The shirt is currently valued at around $400 right now if you buy it off the Steam market itself. Number 7. Showdown Gold AR-15. This was another reward for those players who participated in the first Showdown in 2015 in H1Z1. The Showdown Gold AR-15 is a really nice item. Perhaps it pales in comparison nowadays to the gold animated AR-15 skins of the later years, but it still holds up as a pretty nice looking OG skin. Players in the top 10 of the Showdown received this golden AR, meaning the top 2 teams of 5 players received them. This was a signature main item and the choice of AR-15 for Storman before he sold it, probably for thousands at its highest value. But one thing is for sure, this thing is worth a lot of money. I've seen a few Chinese collectors own this skin, but it's pretty rare. I've actually seen this skin 2 or 3 times in normal games, and it's always nice to see it. The Showdown Gold AR-15 is valued at around $400, but I've seen it sold for a lot more. It's dependent on what someone wants to pay for it, as there's less floating around nowadays, and a lot of the original streamers who own this skin haven't sold or traded it. I know that Summit1G still actually owns the skin on his Steam account. Number 6. Z-Rex Military Backpack. I'm not sure too much about the background of this item, but from the video research I did, I'm almost certain this was strictly given as a giveaway item on the Daybreak or Z1 Battle Royale live streams by the community host Supersonic during their Nanji days. There were a few people that played minigames on the stream or entered by lottery ticket or raffle into the giveaways. Winners of the giveaways sometimes received this special Z-Rex Military Backpack. This item is valued at around $550, mainly due to it being being rare and not given out to too many players, which is probably why it has such a high value. I've not actually seen anyone use this or own this in game, so it's probably extremely rare. I'm not sure how many people won giveaways or this item. You'll probably remember the old Daybreak streams. They usually gave out the Asus ROG military backpack. Well, the Z-Rex was another one of these giveaway items. Number 5. Crown military backpack. The Crown military backpack is one of the rarest items in the game, as it's mainly restricted to streamers and OG players of the game who still own it. For players who were participating in the first ever H1Z1 Showdown tournament in 2015, they received this backpack as a reward for being a part of the event and just basically being a participant. It wasn't really received as a skill level in terms of the top teams, but to be a top 75 player is still a huge feat, which is why it was granted to all 75 people. In December of 2015, 75 players in teams of 5s went head to head in the first showdown, with players such as Storman, Jerk Chicken, Linden FPS and Summit 1G competing. This backpack has a really distinctive red appearance with a blue showdown crown, and it's super unique as an item that's not like anything else in the game, making it super rare as only 75 players actually received this. The value of this item is around $600 right now at its current value, which is pretty high, although I have seen it for a lot more money, and I'm sure people probably pay more if the demand is high. Number 4. Gold Season 2 Showdown AR-15. The second gold AR-15 skin, the Gold Season 2 Showdown AR-15, was a reward for players who won the gold AR-15 from the 2017 Season 2 Showdown. There were 75 players on the top of the leaderboard who qualified, and the main prizes included the Gold Season 2 Showdown AR-15, the Gold Riot Shotgun, and the Gold Season 2 AK-47. All other valuable skins which are not on this list but are even more valuable than some of the items in this video. It seems there's only 15 or 20 of these skins floating around, but they seem to be a few $100s cheaper than the Season 2D Gold AR, which we are going to feature in a moment. Number 3. Gold Season 2D Showdown AR-15. The Season 2 of H1Z1 was split into two different seasons, both Season 2 and the later Season 2D. For the participants of the Season 2D Showdown, the AR-15 was granted to the top 10 players in each region. Because there was around 4 different servers and 10 on each server acquiring this AR-15, that means there was around 40 of these ARs floating around, and once it became tradable in the Z1 BR rebrand, it seems this AR-15 has gained a lot of popularity and value on both the Steam market and Bitskins. Right now it's valued at around $1,000 plus on the Steam market and maybe even more on Bitskins. A few of these crop up every week and most of the time there's not any listed at all, but for around $1,000 there's a high incentive for people selling them. A lot of the players who initially actually won them sold them for a profit, and most of the people running around with this skin in game right now are rich players and Chinese collectors, not the people who actually earned them in the first place. I actually used this skin in a few 5s matches, and I actually have a Steam friend who actually owns this item, so it's a really cool AR-15 skin that I've used quite a few times, and it just looks awesome in the kill feed when you actually kill someone with this AR. Number 2. Daybreak eyepatch. This item was originally only available to developers of the game, which is why we saw old devs such as Autonil own the item but no other players. This is because it was strictly for devs. However, when items became tradable, it seems the Daybreak eyepatch became tradable too. I've seen it online during my research being listed for over $10,000 on bitskins.com. I would put it higher on this list at number 1 for that reason, although it was taken down off the site and perhaps refunded. I'm not sure if the trade went through or if the person who sold it cancelled it, or even if Daybreak actually took action and told them to take it down. Nobody's sure, but a lot of people do believe that the trade did go through. Because of this exclusivity though, the only way of obtaining this item is directly from a developer themselves by being a friend or doing something worthy perhaps, or just from directly working at Daybreak. The influx of these items being sold happened during the Z1 BR rebrand when the game was brought back to its PS3 aka pre-Season 3 state. However, it seems most likely that as devs left or were laid off from the company, they perhaps sold some of their exclusive skins on the market, such as the Daybreak eyepatch, just for a profit. There's a few rich Chinese players who own this skin and it's on the market for around $1,400. Number 1. Hizzy Tux T-Shirt. This item may seem simple in appearance and perhaps some may be confused why it has such high value. It's a tuxedo t-shirt and basically was a reward for those who were winners of the so-called Hizzy Awards, which was a small community live streamed award show from daybreak after a month or so of the game being alive. Some of the awards included Zombie Slayer, Road Rage, the best stunt driver, best short film and a whole bunch more. Basically, winning any of these awards with this community livestream granted you the Hizzy Tux Tuxedo t-shirt item, which right now has a value of around $1,800, with one being listed on Bitskins for $5,500, which is a lot of money. It's just rare because there was only very old players who won this item back in February of 2015, which is when a lot of players hadn't even discovered the game yet. If you liked any of the skins on this list, or if you even own any of them yourself on Steam, then definitely let me know what they are in the comment section below. If you want to see more top 10 videos like this and daily gaming videos such as GTA 5, subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss out on daily uploads. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.